Babylon, produced in 2022, can be seen now on Paramount Plus. A 3-hour attempt at chronicling the early days of filmmaking.
How do you boys do? You okay? You're sweating. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all ready for something different? Something special?
And she placed this in my dressing room.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh.
You got it.
Party time!
He's dead.
He did have a drinking problem.
That's true. Probably ran into himself, huh?
It's a disease.
What the fuck? Meet Estelle. We got engaged yesterday.
Hola, Jackie.
Hola, Carmelita. I have no idea who that is.
Babylon could have been heralded as one of the better films of the decade. Instead, the producers not only take the audience on a 3-hour ride that is definitely not one for the family to enjoy, and for anyone who does sit through this filmatic decadence, you won't sit through it again. Brad Pitt decided to lend his name, talent, and time to this epic, which starts in 1926 when silent film was a thing and audiences were mesmerized by the drama and comedy captured on the new thing called motion pictures. But once again, a director who also wrote this, Damien Chazelle, was given free rein to tell a story his way. It's a tragic tone with few redeemable characters. Attempts were made to include a diverse cast during a time when African Americans, Asians, and Latinos simply didn't get any chance to appear on the big screen in front of largely white audiences. The characters are simply crazy people living crazy lives. Tobey Spider-Man Maguire, who shares some executive producer credits, makes a nonsensical cameo halfway through this mess and then just disappears. The cinematography, musical score, set designs are excellent, but the movie is just too damn long, leading us through a chain of events that take the lead characters to predictable and tragic ends. Most of the party scenes are pornography, just for shock effect. But even there, it just makes no sense as far as the storyline goes. Unless, again, the directors and producers were simply trying to put something on the screen that no one else is doing. Fortunately, Pitt only allowed his character to walk through these porn scenes and not participate in them. If you want a lesson in how movies are made, were made at least in the early days, the first hour is all you need to watch. After that, the viewer may just try and stick around to see how it all ends. Babylon is not an adventure film, it's not a mystery, it's not a thriller. It's just one more reason not to drop $15 at the local movie house unless you are an unabashed fan of Brad Pitt, because you won't know the names of any of the other actors in this except for Maguire, and even the familiar faces are forgettable. I won't watch this again. Babylon, released in 2022, can be seen on Paramount Plus. 7 of 10 stars. Pinocchio, released in 2022 on Netflix. As real as animation can get.
Little wooden boy, may you rise with the sun and walk the earth.
Excuse me, can I help you? This is my home we're talking about. May I ask, who on earth are you?
On earth, a guardian. I care for the little things, the forgotten things, the lost ones.
Well, I am Sebastian J. Cricket, homeowner, and I have every right to be consulted about your schemes and machinations regarding my property.
Well, Since you already live in the heart of the wooden boy, perhaps you can help me.
Help you what?
To watch over him, guide him to be good.
I'm not a governess, madam. I'm a novelist, a raconteur, currently immersed in writing my memoirs.
Well, in this world, you get what you give. Take on this responsibility, and I will grant you one wish.
And that could be anything. Anything at all. The publication of my book. Fame? Fortune?
Anything.
Oh, maybe I can help. I'll try my best, and that's the best anyone can do. That's rather clever, isn't it?
Little wooden boy made of pine. We shall call you Pinocchio. May you rise with the sun and wander the earth. And bring joy and company to that poor heartbroken man. Be his sun. Fill his days with light, so he'll never be alone.
For the literary-minded moviegoer, Pinocchio is a well-known Disney classic. As one would expect, Guillermo del Toro's handling of this 20th century tale benefits 100-fold from the computer-driven animation of today, along with updated manual manipulation of today's artisans. This is as realistic as you can get. The creatures are not halting in their movement, and voice actors Ewan McGregor, David Bradley, Ron Perlman, John Turturro, and Gregory Mann are right on. Of course, they all have England-based accents, even though the characters are of World War II Italian ancestry. It's being nominated and probably will win an Academy Award in animation, primarily because there is nothing close to it that was produced in 2022. This tale is not big on memorable tunes, which is the major disappointment for this reviewer. If you're looking for diversity, this is not the one for you. But if you're looking for great, painstaking filmmaking, Pinocchio should be on your should-see list with the kids. Pinocchio, released in 2022, seen on Netflix, 8 of 10 stars. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, released in 2022. Now you can see it on Showtime. You probably won't be able to sit through this but once.
Mrs. Wang. Mrs. Wang.
Mrs. Wang, are you with us?
I am paying attention.
Now, you may only see a pile of receipts, but I see a story. I can see where this story is going. It does not look good.
What's happening?
Evelyn, I'm not your husband. I'm another version of him from another universe. I'm here because we need your help.
Very busy today. No time to help you.
Across the multiverse, I've seen thousands of Evelyns. You can access all their memories, their emotions, even their skills. There's a great evil spreading throughout the many verses. And you may be our only chance of stopping it.
Don't make me fight you. I am really good.
I don't believe you.
Wow, that was really good.
This tour de force is not for everyone, but it is a filmmaker's dream. Truly, directors Dan Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, both who also share the writer credits for this, put every imaginable dream and nightmare into a production that is almost indescribable. Multi-universes with multiple selves and imaginings that are simply mind-blowing. Star Michelle Yeoh, who shares executive producer credit, should be and is credited with holding our attention as we work through this. Remember the young man who co-starred as Short Round with Harrison Ford eons ago in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? Well, here he plays multiple versions of Yeo's husband, seeking in one universe simply to keep his wife and in another to get her to marry him. And then there's Jamie Lee Curtis. If there's a bad guy here, she gets the nod with different versions of herself that end up as a confidant and a friend. James Hong of Karate Kid is the only other familiar face here in the role of father to Yeo's character and a mystic who has no real purpose here. This 3-act cinematic jumble is loud, violent, raucous, a bit funny at times, but full of everything one can imagine if given the green light to put your imagination in high gear. Everything is a painting that anyone can view and place whatever your eyes and ears imagine it to be. We start in a laundromat and end up in a business office. The ride in the middle takes us everywhere else. This is truly not for kids and certainly not for the moviegoer seeking a quick 90-minute shoot-em-up, beat-em-up, wrap-it-up sci-fi thriller. Every scene, and there are hundreds of them, must be paid attention to in order for this flick to make any sense in the end. Cinematography, done by a multiverse of people, scoring, editing, acting, and the direction, 2 directors, are on the money, and it may be remembered as one of the best films of 2022. But few of us will be able to watch this more than once, and it should be seen on the big screen. But unfortunately, it's not the sort of flick I would drop $15 plus popcorn and a drink to see, because if you leave the theater for a restroom break, you will be totally lost when you get back to your seat. Everything, everywhere, all at once is an artist's dream, but an audience's nightmare. Released in 2022, now it can be seen on Showtime. 8 of 10 stars.